I'm pleased to introduce Dr. William Haver, the professor of mathematics at Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia. He has served as professor of mathematics at VCU since 1992, previously served as chair of the department for 13 years. He's been nationally recognized for his efforts to improve educational instruction and student learning in mathematics and has received numerous awards from state and local organizations. He is the author of dozens of research papers and articles about education policy, particularly in mathematics. He currently serves as principal investigator for 2 research studies, preparing Virginia's mathematics specialists and mathematics specialists in K-5 schools research and policy pilot study. He received his B.S. with honors from Bates College, his M.S. from Rutgers University, Ph.D. in mathematics from State University of New York at Binghamton. He's previously taught and conducted research in mathematics at Bates College, Rutgers University, the University of Tennessee, the Institute of Advanced Studies in Princeton in New Jersey, and we appreciate Dr. Haver for being with us today.
We really can increase the number of students that are successful in mathematics. It can happen. A growing number of elementary schools in Virginia are using mathematics specialists as a powerful tool to enable more students to be successful. As defined in Virginia, mathematics specialists are responsible for strengthening teachers' understanding of mathematics and helping teachers develop more effective teaching practices through co-planning, co-teaching, and coaching. Specialists are helping teachers in schools develop strong programs consistent with the findings of the National Math Panel. They help implement a school-wide curriculum. They assure that students develop conceptual understanding, computational skills, and problem solving. It's not either or, it's all 3. They provide professional development to increase the teacher's knowledge of mathematics and of effective research-based teaching strategies. The first full-time coaches were placed in Virginia about 10 years ago. The mathematics supervisors, principals, and teachers reported on the major differences that the specialists made in the schools. There were major improvements reported in student performance on standardized tests. In about 2003, there was a consensus around the state in the mathematics community that, one, we should develop the capacity to have mathematics specialists prepared and put in place statewide in Virginia, and secondly, that we should concurrently conduct high-quality research of the type called for by the National Math Panel to measure the impact of specialists. Many organizations have worked together in the state to do this. The Virginia Mathematics and Science Coalition, with critical support from ExxonMobil, the Virginia Council of Teachers of Mathematics, and the Council of Mathematics Supervisors. 6 universities that work together collaboratively to develop and offer master's degree programs designed for math specialists. Virginia Board of Education that approved a math specialist endorsement. The state legislature that's appropriated funds to partially support the research program I'll describe in a minute. The Virginia Department of Education, which has strongly supported math specialists, and including directing funds from the United States Department of Education's Mathematics and Science Partnership Program to help prepare mathematics specialists in Virginia. So as a result of this capacity building, there are approximately 300 school-based mathematics specialist coaches in Virginia. So concurrent to this decision that we made in 2003 to work on the preparation programs for the math specialists and the support provided for them, we made a decision to undertake detailed scientific research on math specialists. And we're in the middle of that research program. Even today, as pointed out by the National Math Panel, there's no published research with treatment and control groups that say anything about the impact of math specialists. The research that's known is knowing what good practices are and that math specialists do this, but as far as research directly demonstrating the impact of math specialists, that doesn't exist. So we were awarded 2 grants from the National Science Foundation to help us put these programs in place that I described and to determine the impact of mathematics specialists. The one key component of the research, and I'll just stick to this one component, centers on 12 triples of schools. So each set of 3 schools was identified by a school system as being comparable to each other. And one school from each triple was randomly chosen by the researcher to have a math specialist, and a second school was randomly chosen from each set of 3 schools to have a math specialist 2 years later. And so therefore, this treatment control basis, we're beginning to obtain preliminary results on the mathematics specialists on mathematics achievement scores. When compared with students in the control schools, students in schools with mathematics specialists perform better on our statewide high test stakes in each of the grades where the tests are given, in grades 3, 4, and 5. And indeed, in each grade, their performance was better in each subcategory: number and number sense, computation and estimation, patterns, functions, and algebra. The greatest difference was observed in grade 4, where the positive effect of having a coach in the school was approximately 80% of the magnitude of the negative effect of poverty. We know that students in poverty score lower on the tests like this, and the impact of having a math specialist in the school was 80% of the magnitude of that. It was 52% in grade 3 and 47% in grade 5. The school superintendents of the systems that are participating in this study were interviewed last summer by our policy research team, and according to the report, they were unanimous in their confidence about the effectiveness of in-school coaching model and their desire to implement it in all elementary and middle schools. We believe that this is a real opportunity, a real tool to bring about significant change across the board.